Shit, man. I didn't realize it was already recording. That feeds into this. I didn't want to make a video. I know I probably say that a lot, but it's true. Like the tags I always put on my videos are authentic and genuine, and faith too. Usually, um, it depends, but the genuine and authentic's always there. That's so important. I feel like that's the most important part by far, by far. And so that's why I'm just running with this for now. If it's really bad, I won't post it. But if it's reasonable, I'll post it. I'll post it. Because just looking at myself, some days are harder than others, and listening to people. One of the things that I don't necessarily like is this standard, especially for people who know what they're talking about, to be this image or symbol of perfection, and I don't think that's reasonable. Um, and it makes it harder to discern what I would call, the narcissists, or people still dealing with a little bit of the ego thing. And you could say some people that's a long story, because then we start getting into what does ego mean, language. Like, and that's at this point, this is what my channel is. It's sharing my perspective. It's a view into my life, and I'll try to explain it the best way I can. Because I don't even know. I was just lost in thought right before I was recording, just kind of looking at myself, and I'm just like judging it. I guess I don't know if you can see it in my eyes, man. And I'm moving away from that. That's the whole reason. I'm moving away from all that BS, man. I got cool glasses on. Going through my stuff, getting ready to move, and it's moving on to better things. I'm not bringing the past with me. You know, But then I got so much past here. I got so much more to go through, guys. Oh, it's bad. I'm not gonna show you. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. Um, just have to take my word for it. And it's a good room. I've liked this part right here. That's been good. I got to look at it. I love my bed situation. It's not really a bed. Yeah, typical bachelor guy. It's basically a cot on the floor, which works perfect for me. I love it, absolutely love it. Kind of out of the way, gives my room more space. Um, Plus, I just don't like mattresses, guys. I just don't like mattresses. I just don't. All right. So I wasn't planning on making a video. I really wasn't planning on making a video. It's sun's coming through. I love the sun. I feel like I get so much energy from the sun. I think we all do. I heard something about us absorbing, light through the eyes, obviously, but that it sustains our body, that it gives us nutrition, even. And sun gazing, I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but I have. And just like my life, I practice it, and I've been feeling so good on so many different levels. I'm so glad it's been something to do, to dedicate myself for. And it was hard when working, because usually it's like being on someone else's clock, and it's possible. It's totally possible. I'll just for the rest of my life, I'm gonna work in the ways which are good for me, that spirit calls me to do too. So all that goes above it, man. I don't know what else to say about that. But I've and I might situationally, if I'm being asked a lot, I might kind of be like, oh, really? Are you sure? But I'm getting even better, even better. Because that's a big thing, guys. Just, it's faith. It's like seeing that the guidance system is actually guiding you. That's what it is. Just letting go. Man, I know everyone's going through it. Seeing all these things like the people that I listen to on YouTube. I want to do more shout outs. I want to do a lot more. I'm moving, guys. I'm in the process of moving, so it's not as easy. When and trying to save my data, uh, when I'm able to find a public Wi-Fi spot, but one of them I found is really good. I'm gonna use that one probably to upload from this point forward, at least for a while until I get my stuff more situated. Because I want to do, gosh, I have so many things running through my head, guys, future plans and everything. And who knows what's going to happen. Like, definitely. Like, always got the backup plan, but beyond that, what do we want to do? What do we want to do, guys? Like, that's always been my thing. Like, the things that I really want to do and talk about are probably, it would be to make a fool of myself, kind of like right now, or talk about things which might get me in trouble. Like the best way to say it. Like in a narcissistic system, if you point it out, it's not. You get flack for it, and situationally I can take the flack, man. But just like the stuff that I want to go after is probably I want to be careful. I just want to be careful. And I'll be able to say like as much as I can until I can't. Like that's the situation. Because this wisdom, this understanding, that I've received, I got to pass on. Like that's just the way to say it, and I'm gonna do it in the best way I can. I think a lot of it's presence. I definitely think so. That's why I'm such a hermit, guys. Such a hermit. But it served me. It's really served me, and I've wanted it these past few years, probably, especially this last year or so, 2 years. But definitely wanted it. Didn't want to be with anybody. Didn't want anything like that. I've still had to deal with common people situations. It's just par for the course, man. That is life. I think that's life. Life is human relationships. Plus, even if I could live way out there, totally by myself. I like to challenge myself like that. Like on some levels, it would be like I know it'd be too easy. It'd be too easy on some levels. And if I can, if I'm getting, if Spirit's letting me know, just like you can't save them. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing more you can do. Then I'm bailing out. Or just moving on, because that's the situation. There's always people. There's always situations which are more in alignment, and being alone's okay too. That's why I always say there's one absolute, guys. There's only one absolute. And letting go of old habits and stuff, guys. Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's hard sometimes. And even if going back to it, it's different. I was hearing somebody say, just like if you end up like whether it's thought patterns, habits, whatever it happens to be, see, what do you get from doing it, and whatever reason you tell yourself, you keep digging a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper, and you got to get like into a good meditative state, an honest state. I talk about that a lot, honesty, like self-honesty. I haven't said it directly. But self-honesty is so important, and I don't think people know what that is sometimes. And it's hard for me to understand other people. Like this is why my particular content, if you're interested in in observing my life and whatever I'm willing to post online, it's why. Like I would figure you're either similar to me, you can maybe glean things from me, or I would hope the prior, like the content's for people like me, because I'd watch people like me, and I feel like I do, and I love to be able to celebrate their success. I really do. I'm glad. I have my own issues and things, like I'll probably end up talking about it more, but it's just, I could go on for a long time, and if I'm not even going to post this video, probably, because like part of it, right? What's my aim? What's my aim for making these vlogs? And that's what I was getting into earlier, where I'm not perfect, guys. All right, or I'm perfectly learning, I think, is the best way to say it. And I think that is a state of perfection in a certain way. If I'm willing to recognize, I've learned a lot, and I'm capable of dealing with what's in front of me, and I have more to learn. Because I think it's that it's the illusion is what I think of it as, because it's just like it's a state of arrogance almost. I've learned everything there is. I'm perfect. There's nothing more to learn, and it looks like stagnation. It looks like you know I can't think of the word. It's not inert. It's not inert. I can't think of the word though right now. Right? Surprise, surprise. Not inertia. Oh, but it's entropy. There we go. See, you're so close. Inertia, inert, entropy. Very close, right? Very close. Whew. And so I'm okay with that. Like if anything, that's what I want to do. If anything, it's just it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to just be who you are, and that's really the point of what I would say enlightenment is just being okay in your own skin, being okay with who you are, and being able to set good enough boundaries for yourself that you're then in situations that you choose to be in, like actively, like, and you're with people that you actively choose to be around. Just like one of my sayings is just family by blood and family by choice, and hopefully the prior becomes the latter. Yep. If I like it, because the family by blood is by default, and blood's very strong, guys, very very strong, and that's something that, especially as you come into adulthood, your blood family might not always be there for you, and that's okay. Like, it just means that maybe in that moment, or maybe for the rest of your life, just depending on the situation, um, they're not your family by choice. That's why I say hopefully they become that. But the family that we come by choice is important. It's who you bond with, and I want to be careful, because trauma bonds aren't necessarily good bonds to have. So and sometimes I understand, I very much understand. Someone said this to me too when I was homeless. One of the people who had been homeless and was working with me at one of the shelters, and I say working with me because I feel like we're just on the good path, you guys, and people can recognize it. Even when I was homeless, I I feel like I'm on a dharmic path. There's karma that's been there, but it's so different, because it's just like my focus is on the truth. My focus is on this, and even when it's painful and stuff, even when I'm floundering like super hardcore, I feel like I'm dedicated. I don't know what to say. Like I can't help it, and maybe I can help it, but it just doesn't seem like it, guys. It just doesn't seem like it. Like, I don't know, my autism coming out or something, where it's just like, no, this is how I am. Sorry, it's not sorry, but just this is it. All right, now we all got to deal with it. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I like talking, and I like doing about the videos. I also worry, being judged, especially just like challenging myself. I really do. I really do, especially for the right reasons. And I said that too, just kind of like the authentic part. And I keep, I'm talking through my own stuff too. Like I want like hopefully it's entertaining for everybody. That's what I want. Um, yeah. Leaving a situation. I don't know if you could hear that. Just the dog. I'm gonna miss this dog. It's not my dog. It's not my dog. I've been taking care of it like it's my dog for a while. But just the situation as it is now, it's better for me to just and I'm doing it slow, but I'm just withdrawing more and more from the dog. And part of it is this other roommate situation, guys. Oh man, oh man, I'm so glad to leave it behind. Oh man, it's just like, and it means so much too. It just means so much. Like regardless at this point, it doesn't even matter. I'd be willing. I already got stuff set up, but if it really came down to it, like hardcore came down to it, I would grab everything I could, put it on my back, and walk out. Like it's that bad. If I knew that like I had to be here, oh no, you can't leave for another few months or something. No, I can't. All right, stuff. Love you. Bye. Taking what I can with me and getting out of here. Because of what it means. Because of what it means. These people that we allow into our lives, especially on like a home basis, we gotta be so careful, guys. Gotta be so careful. And this wasn't like, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. This place was wonderful. And it was just the landlord, let temptation get the better side of him, and it was for the money, guys. It was for the money. I don't knock him, but just these are part of the consequences, And so it is what it is, and and he's gonna have to deal with this, because I hope this person leaves when he asks. I hope it is, and if he doesn't, and he wants her to stay, that's great. That's wonderful. I won't be here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at that point. But just, yeah, just given my experiences and everything, it's an individual who would not leave quietly. Someone who's like dug roots into. So I won't get into that. I'll keep this more on me. I try to do that, guys. I try to do that. I only want to involve people either doing shouts outs, observations of more public personas, or people who want to be with me, on camera, or talking about, because my personal life is my personal life, and especially, I don't know if I necessarily want to say that, but I was gonna say, God forbid I get famous. That's my own stuff, and it's less even for me, because I'm the one who chooses to get in front of the camera. I'm the one who chooses to be authentic and everything. The people around me, that's up to them. I'm not gonna go out of my authentic version of myself. Isn't like an aggressive personality in that way. Like, I can get pushed to aggression, absolutely, but that's why there's only one absolute, guys. Like, that's what it is. I'm unpredictable. Predictably unpredictable. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, guys. This is some of my past stuff. It just gets sad, guys. I just get sad sometimes. Things are so much better. Things were so much better than they used to be. I don't know if you can hear it. There's birds that are chirping. It's nice. And I got some peace. The roommate's gone for now. So. Because, she's even just loud and, it's. At best, I try to look at it in the best way possible. At best, it's just like a very wounded child. It's a very wounded child. Emotionally wounded child. Who's in an adult body. And so there's just like zero concept of another person. This is what I would, God, doing shout outs, right? It would be I'll probably do it in comments or something, but just the little shaman, man, she's something else. The little shaman, she's something else. She's got the wisdom, guys. I don't even know what she's been through. I don't know if I want to know what she's been through, guys. But just the wisdom. It's so profound. And yeah, listening to it. I think I have it in a playlist on some of my stuff. Like some of the stuff which is like hit me really hard. All of her stuff's really good, man. All of her stuff's really good. Oh, guys. I just gotta breathe through it, you know. It's okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes it happens, you know, emotions happen, guys. And it's part of it. I'm not trying to shut it out. I really am not. And there's more to life too. There's lots more to life. It's just, you know, some wounds are so profound. I feel like that's why time exists, is so that they can be healed, and that without time they wouldn't heal. Just something like that. So just some things are just too profound of a wound, I guess. So I'm grateful for time, guys. That's why I'm here. I feel like I'm on the upward swing. You know, whatever that means. But getting out of here, which has been a great place. I'm so grateful for it. You know, like everything's been really great. I thought I was gonna have to go back to the emergency shelters, and they say emergency, but it's just like, oh man, it's just the homeless shelters, man. There's even fewer than them when I was back out on the streets, so it would be even more packed. I heard there was even a metal detector installed, which is whatever. But who knows? Are these glasses a weapon? You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, and I have a multi-tool, and yeah, they would probably consider that a weapon, which is hilarious, man. Pillow's a weapon. Bedroll's a weapon. My fists are a weapon. But I understand what they're saying. I understand their premise too. You don't want to borrow trouble. Like I said, I understand. I very much understand. Like that's why I feel like I'd be great at really running a homeless shelter, guys. I really do. But part of it is just like I got maybe that cult leader kind of mentality, but it's in the way where it's just like we're the people who are gonna make our lives better, not anybody else. Like, and that's the best place to start. And it's like, if you want to help me, great. Otherwise, get out. Just go on. Just move. That's kind of what it is. And if I was running a shelter, that's what it would be like. Especially as long as I'm being given money and the right resources, people who also care, and care about themselves too. You know, can have good boundaries too, but also care about what they're doing. Believe in the message, right? Our core values. You know, it's talking points, but when there's truth behind it, it's valuable. It's valuable when there's truth behind it. It's just that, like with the corporations, it's like I mean of it like a talking point. It's something that they can lean back on when it's preferable to. Usually against an employee. You violated our core principles. While we, on the other hand, they don't apply to us. Like that's. And again, to narcissistic stuff, man, that's how it is, and the reasoning is so convoluted. That's why it's better just to detach, even with this individual and everything. Like, this is what denial of truth does, like to a very large degree, is that an individual's personality, outlook, their energy becomes chaotic, and increasingly chaotic because it's delusional. And because the truth is, you can deny the truth, but the truth is still going to be there no matter what. Like, that's why I think, especially as conscious beings, like choosing to have a conscious relationship with truth is a good thing. I approve of that. Like, that'll make business better, that'll make everything better. It just makes everything better. You know, people talk about telepathy and everything too, and for me, I don't even need to read people's mind. I think just having a relationship with truth and really loving the truth. I know I sound like a broken record sometimes, but just loving the truth gives you the truth. It really does. Like, that's what discernment is, guys. It's like when one looks at the truth with all of their heart, then the truth is there for them. Like, that's just genuinely how it is. It's been my experience of it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be on this path. I'm grateful I'm still here. I want to go in so many different directions, guys. I want to inspire the people who have also experienced the strong KYS feelings, and I want to provide, spiritual perspectives which are unique in approach and hopefully engaging, and planting seeds, at worst. And like, whoa, that's amazing and validating, for others. And just as an entertainer too, like play around with so many different things, play around with so many different ideas, guys. There's so much possibility and potential out there. Like part of it is just like me getting in touch with things, because it's like it's getting in that energy, because I get sad. I get so sad, guys. And it's not it's layered. It's just layered. And identifying with that is what I'm letting go of, where it's just like I have, experienced some sad stuff, guys. Some super sad stuff. And I'm not going to talk about it right now, all right? Not in this video. It is too much to talk about. That's just the bottom line of it. There's just too much to talk about, to a point where I'm sure some of it might sound cartoonish. And there's too much nuance. A lot of it has so much nuance too. I just like all of us, like, and that's my premise, man. If my pain is cartoonish or almost unbelievable, so is, I know it's everybody else's story. It's got to be similar. It's got to be similar, guys. And if it doesn't appear to be that way, we just haven't gotten to the point of like thinking with clarity. Yeah. That confusion, guys. Like and not trusting oneself was what got me in trouble. Because I've always loved the truth, but part of it is that I wouldn't listen to my intuition, and I'd be being given these red flags for people, and I would dismiss it, just like straight up. And I wouldn't even perceive it per se as a red flag. I was like, just like well, this is not something that I would want to be with another person, these kind of traits or these kind of things. But I think it's that optimistic kind of person where it's the mix. I guess it's the mix between I can fix this, we can fix this. This is like, I know that I have issues too. I know that there's things in my personality that I could work on. And it's not like even working on personality. I see it more as like there's illusory issues of identity that we've created for ourselves, and it creates us discomfort because those illusions are illusions. And so when we create a story of identity that's based upon an illusion, we're gonna have a bad time, okay? And so that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. Like, and people can talk around it, and even saying it like I just did, it does, like, unless you know what that means, it just doesn't mean anything. Right? This is my issue, guys, with language. When is telepathy gonna be available? But that would make it, might defeat the purpose too. I can understand that as well. Like having a barrier of separation between people would be invasive. I can totally see that. Seeing I've been chatting for 30 minutes, guys. I think I looked at the timer. It was like 12 seconds or so before I even started talking. I'm sorry, guys. I started looking in my eyes and I'm like, God, I look so fucking sad. I don't laugh now. It's funny. It is funny, guys. It is funny. Heyoka, right? Divine comedian, divine joker. Like, that's the energy I feel like I'm like tied to, guys. Seriously. Like, they can try to break you, but all you do is laugh, man. All you do is laugh. You know what's coming. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, that's one of the things I was thinking about if I'm gonna do that. I'm just looking at the time. 40 minutes is a long. I don't want people to watch this one, so I'm gonna do 40 minutes. I'm gonna do 40 minutes because I just don't want people watching this. But it's been good, and I want people to see this too. Like, be yourself, guys. Like, seriously, let me be your coach in so much as an examples and like, just fly by the seat of your pants and love yourself, man. Love the truth, because the truth will set us free. Like, anything that's we think of, like, oh, the truth is gonna hurt me. No, it's not. It's genuinely not. What's been hurting is the lie. And even if lies happened in the past for whatever reason, especially with yourself, but if it happened in the past, see that it wasn't done like from a place of malice. It was for protection. It was to try and protect yourself. And that's part of the process, at least for me, is kind of going through this process, guys, getting in touch with that core fear or that core reason for lying in the first place, whatever it happens to be, kind of seeing what it is, because you always go deeper and deeper, and you got to get to the core. And it's different for it can be potentially different, but there's ones which are always related to everybody else too. I mean, that are very similar with what people experience. I think a very common one, which I think we overlook even now, it's like the most common ones I think we really gotta pay most attention to. But yeah. Sorry guys, I was crying before this. But then I was like, I should make a video. It's beautiful. I don't have to worry about the roommate. She's not a roommate, okay? She's a housemate. She's just right next door. She's literally in the, like, I was gonna point to the other, but it'd be the equivalent. She's right there, but actually on the other side. So it's just one wall. And it's just like, just such a face palm. But I'm grateful. I'm really grateful because it could be so much worse, guys. It could really be so much worse. Like, if I really break it down, physically it's inconvenient, energetically it's uncomfortable, but it could be so much worse. And I'm getting out. Like, that's the biggest thing, and that's the other thing too. I wouldn't say it triggers me per se, but it's just like it's. I want to be careful, guys, because there's signs and we get feelings for a reason. Just like moving away is a ritual in a very big way. So is staying. Staying is a ritual too, and staying with individuals or in situations that are untenable. If it's something where you're working on it, you're getting out, but you're actively getting out, there's a difference. If you're actively getting out, wonderful. That's part of the ritual process too. Sometimes it takes more time, and it's getting into the right frame of mind. That'll help a lot. And just like I was hoping it was going to be a little bit sooner than I wanted, but I'm still lining stuff up because I want to have backup plans. If I end up sleeping at the shelters again, so be it, guys. I just want to make sure my stuff's out. I got all my stuff out. It's got memories. That's the worst, man, is the memories. Memories bring back, and I lost everything, guys. Oh my god, I don't want to have to lose everything all over again. I mean, I could, and it doesn't fucking matter. It's just stuff. But I've already lost, photos, things which are more important than all this. I have important stuff again. I do. But the most important things that I would have kept no matter what, that were promised to me, that were going to be kept. and it just shows that too. If I had to lose it, I had to lose it. And we're all responsible for those choices too. My end as well as the other people's end. So that's the truth. That's the truth. People can point a finger for me and my actions or choices, absolutely, and I'll claim them. But if people are gonna try and deny their actions or claim that my actions made them do things, they got another thing coming. It is, it's bittersweet, guys. That's what it is. Revenge is bittersweet, and it doesn't come by my hands. Like that. That's the thing. Like with this other person too, I already see signs, evidence, and things. But and it's not something that it's not like, haha, they're reaping the rewards of their horrible, horrible actions and choices. It's not like, yay. It's kind of like, well, I guess I'm happy for myself. Hopefully, I saw that train wreck happening and I got off the train, beforehand. And so now I'm just watching it, and it's just like that bittersweet where it's just like, I would have been okay if it would have just kept on going. I've been like, okay, I'm glad the train wasn't meant for me, right? That wasn't my train. But when it crashes, man, it's just like well, yeah, okay, bittersweet, bittersweet. Life's a bittersweet symphony. Whew. And I could just keep talking to you guys, man. Do another hour video. It's just one of those. It's just one of those days, man. It's just one of those days. I thought I was gonna get out of here sooner. That's what it was. That's part of it. That's just. I was already ready. I was already ready, to be honest. It's the emotional stuff, if I'm being honest. Sometimes, guys, it's emotionally overwhelming. And I know other people are going through it with me, and so that's what kind of gives me strength. It really does. Like, that's part of me being here too. I have so many purposes, guys. My mission is so big. It's one mission, but it's so big. It's such a big mission. It's like the main quest, guys. I got a lot of side quests too, but man, the main quest is very big. It's very big. And I'm grateful, I'm grateful for it. That's what's so nuts, guys. Like, I think I talked a little bit about it, but self-worth. Like, that's a big core issue. I'm not enough. Like that core kind of just like, whatever happening, for whatever reason, I'm not enough. Just that core kind of a resonance. And it's a lie, guys. Like, there could be situations that are maybe inescapable. Like especially, I'm just thinking of, bad situations. Just like if you're a child, there's not much you can do physically. You really can't. Your parents are just really, they're bigger. They're just bigger. There's not much that you can do in a situation that's like that. And so by being not enough, I'm not talking about physical criteria. All right, there's everything is kind of situational in that way. I'm not talking about that. Like, that stuff doesn't matter. There's no devastating feelings associated with that. Where it's just like, oh yeah, okay. It's like it's the difference between like, oh, like I don't fit the height requirement to go on the ride. Okay, whatever, I'll go on this ride instead. Versus, I don't have the right height requirement to go on a ride, but then what triggers is just like I'm not worth good experiences, like, or something core like that. And that's what it is. That's what the bad feelings come from. Me not being tall enough, that doesn't matter. Me not being like core valued enough, like, that matters. And we feel that, and we associate it with certain things too. A lot of it could be past stuff, guys. A lot of it could be past stuff. And when we get into deeper stuff like generational curses, you know, and that's an easy way to say it. I like the mystical kind of language. I do, but we can interpret that with more scientific terminology as well. Like especially when we start talking about DNA. Like wow, guys, wow, just scratching the surface. 440. Yeah, we can do it a little bit longer. I'll be able to do that, and I think my phone has enough space to handle it until I can download or upload on the Wi-Fi. Because I don't want people watching this one. It's a little bit long, so it's good. But I do want it to be available for the people who could use it. For the people who can use it. Yeah, I should get a GoPro, guys. I really should, because I want you to see what I'm seeing too. I move my head a lot, you know. And I want to treat it, you know, I'm having a conversation with you. Unfortunately, it's hard to look you in the eyes when it's just like I got this face staring at me this whole time, you know. You know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. It takes a while. It takes a while. And I enjoy it too. I know I've been jumping around a lot. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff, guys. Seriously. Right? Running a homeless shelter. Like doing the spiritual stuff. Like I like doing the stuff on YouTube for that reasons. I like doing talks and things that are like I I'm gonna say I'm neutral about it. I'm neutral. People who decide to charge for spiritual information, you know, it is okay. I see that. For me and whatever I learn, I'm gonna make sure that it's available, you know, gratis. Like seriously. Like maybe I'm just one of those people. Um, but I'm kind of on that level where it's just like the basic needs are basic, and they like I'm gonna provide them as much as possible. Like at least like especially if I'm in a position to like if I'm also starving or something like situationally things are gonna be different, especially when you get involved with you know narcissistic energy guys like I'm gonna be real, but it's just like if there's other narcissists, I'm not like if I'm starving, I'm gonna feed myself, straight up, and I'm gonna make sure that food gets to the people that I trust, like basically. I'm just that's it. But that's where I draw the line. Like I won't do anything, but you gotta fend for yourself at that point. Cause man, those energy types, insatiable, and then they'll destroy it. They like if zombie apocalypse style guys. Those are the people that when you let into your group, that they destroy the group and themselves. Like they're walking time bombs, guys. And so it's better just to let them be, man. Let them go explode or implode on their own. And you know, I'm sure people said the same about me, you know, on some levels, and that's why some people transform. Some people transform, guys. I could say that's I needed it, guys. Like seriously, like I wanted people to come with me on my healing journey. I genuinely did, especially my spouses. Especially my spouses, man. I gave way too much. I gave way too much. But overall, it was to get me to see how much I was worth, and that I was worth more than what I had given to myself. Like if I'm going to be 100%, and that I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to do that anymore. And that really everything that I've gone through, which is just that like, just past marriages, that's nothing, guys. That's gonna happen. Heartbreak comes in many forms. You know, and moving on and learning to laugh again and finding the light and stuff. That's just this is important. Like everybody's journey is different. I think falling from grace, if you could say, is different for everybody too. And I feel like for me, I was the one person. I think I didn't. On some levels, I fought against it, but on other levels, I just embraced it. And so it created a very unique journey. It created a very unique journey for me. I'd like to think that the part of me which fought against it was the part of me that held on to the truth. And that the part of me that even embraced it was also the part of me that held on to the truth too. And like that's what I see. And like if we're going to be real about what I consider to be the story of Christianity, it's that unification of what cut us under, essentially. In so many different ways too. Like there's so many different ways to say it too. Like I got some great metaphors, guys. Do the boat metaphor and the cutting of the water. Remind me to say that one, okay? Oh man, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I get to do this. You know, that's why I make this stuff. Is everybody's dealing with this, man. Everybody's dealing with their feelings in some way, shape, or form. Um, and that like really like spirit wise, I'm with you guys. I'm with you. Like I hope you feel me. I hope you feel me. Like in that there's like a collective of us and we're all here. And I feel like we're waking up. We're interacting with each other. Like there's just momentum. Like I feel it, guys. Like I just want to strengthen the broadcast and just like let's make this exponential. That's my feelings about it. Right? Nova Crew looking at you. We'll see. That's something I just made up, guys. We'll see. That might be copyrighted. There might be other stuff with that. Who knows? You gotta be so weird about stuff like that in this society. Hopefully we're walking away from stuff like that. Because I got easy stuff, man. Easy stuff. Right? I talk about so many different videos and things I want to talk about. One of the things that I really want to talk about, especially with copyright law, especially with those kind of things, is that I have an acronym. I'll tell you what it means in a second, but it's GICWiki. GICWiki. And it's how to solve all of these issues. Because it's about the truth, right? If you love the truth, then this is how to solve the issue, right? GICWiki, which is give credit where credit exists. That's all that it is. So it's not giving it where credit is due, but just like if credit exists there, then you credit that source. So it's very easy. It's very easy. If somebody saw something, they're like, oh, well, I adapted this one thing that I saw. I was inspired by this. There's no shame in that. I mean, like that's why a lot of artists, they say everything's borrowed, especially as someone such as myself gets older. A lot of the wonderful stories or the materials or things I end up they basically stole from other stories. They basically stole from other people, and that those people probably borrowed heavily from other people as well. And that is beautiful. Like that's what I liked about a lot of the earlier video games was that when they borrowed from other games, it was blatant and it was like a tip of the hat. It was just like you helped inspire this. Thank you. We're in this together. You know, that kind of attitude or feeling. Not like oh, this is good content. I'm going to take it for mine. Like totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. And that we're getting back to that, and I'm part of that too. Even in my sad times, guys, I'll try to make a video every day. It's just hard sometimes. Some days are easier than others, and I want to give like everything. Like my genuineness is genuine. My hard times are hard, you know, and my up times are up. And especially if that's going to be my content, especially being the authentic self version of me, giving permission for other people to feel, feel their, to be themselves, to feel their feelings, even when society or people like try to say, cover it up. Like that's my biggest issue. I get like righteous indignation, I guess I would say. Just cover up your feelings. Everything's all good. You just gotta be optimistic. Just like I'm an optimistic mother trucker, man. Okay, I'm an optimistic mother trucker, but it's genuine, all right, and it's because things are sometimes really freaking bad, all right, and that's okay. Like feeling that is what's going to help us get through it too. Like, and it's hard for me to be able to explain that, where it's just like, this is why we got the holographic interface. Like, that's exactly why. And I'm trying to explain that, guys. I'm trying to explain that. There's just layers, man. There's just layers. But the holographic interface is what allows, basically, not truth to be able to be manifest. And so we get to experience the feedback of that. That's why it feels bad. So when we manifest bad things, it's because it's not truthful. And, I like to think it's all in ignorance. I'd like to think that. And so I'm going to run with that. And some people are more ignorant than others, I guess you could say. Excuse me. Ooh. So I think that's been long enough, guys. My hand's getting tired. Sun's pretty much gone down. Self-humiliation ritual enough, right? But no, seriously, guys, seriously. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you get to be here with me. If I can do this, guys, you can do anything, all right? You can be yourselves, guys, seriously. You got nothing to worry about when it comes to other people. If I'm willing to do this, guys, it's just like, wow. And we'll see, right? I got lots more to talk about. I got so much more to talk about, guys. I just gotta organize it and get ready and get out of this place, man. I'll try to find some time to do it while I'm still here. It gives me something to do. It really does. It's letting go, right? I'm in the new vibe. I'll be able to, crazy people, need not apply. Lightheartedly, guys, lightheartedly. I know we're all on our own journey, okay? And I almost guarantee she would say the same about me. So, but that's why I'm just leaving her alone, getting out, man. Just getting out. It's one of those things. Hey, respect. If I was able to kind of have a camera and videotape everything, though, it would be a very different situation. I just don't have that footage and film. Let's do that, guys. And luckily, she's isolated doing her own thing. I isolate myself. If she's out there, I don't go in there, man. I just don't bother it, man. And then she's usually not up in the morning. She's usually more of a late night person. And so that suits me fine. I'm an early morning person. I get to do my stuff early in the morning. And then I can take off when I need to, too. See, creating my own space, guys. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. The vibe is what we have on the inside. And even, it's yes. Just yes. I'm gonna new place. Better situation, 100%. Better money wise, better location, better people. I mean, just all around. It's just like, whoa, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. 5454, 5656. No, just 5454. I'm jumping ahead now. I'm just seeing things, guys. I'm just seeing things. I mean, in so many different directions too. Like, we'll see how it turns out. We'll see what the recent future has. That's a big portion of it too. Like society wise, I'm just laid back, man. You know, I got plans no matter what happens. I'm just gonna kind of run with things, just kind of how things are, and trust in spirit, man. I feel a little anxious, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I think part of it is just things are so good, guys. Things look like they're happening really good too. Like on so many different levels, even on a macro level, and it makes me a little nervous. It makes me a little nervous because of past shit stuff, you know. It's like waiting for the other shoe to drop, kind of a situation. And that's a horrible attitude, guys. I definitely got to admit it. And the energy that I really feel like I'm bringing down, that I'm working with, that's working with me, is like, nah, this is no. It's a reward. It's a reward for working so hard. And you know, it's gonna be returned to. If it's like an investment in me, then it's the same thing. That's why I gotta have a good sense of self. Not gotta, but just it's the best. It's the best. It's best for me. It's the best for others. And that's what I would do too, man. Give. I want to give permission for other people to do that too, and so I give that permission by giving that permission to myself and being it. You know, being my weird, authentic self. Which I'm grateful for, guys, and maybe even in awe of sometimes. All right, that's probably enough, right? Should I wait until a full hour? I don't know. Maybe a little bit short, because I think if it's over an hour, it's going to intrigue people, even if it's like right on the hour. But if it's a little bit under, I think people wouldn't want to watch it as much. So we'll keep it under. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're still on, you know, God bless you guys. Seriously, God bless you. If you watch this whole thing, if you aren't my like CIA agent or something, you know, God bless you. And even if you are, you know, still God bless you. Um, yeah, still, even with this, the whole premise is we can be ourselves, guys. It doesn't matter anything, any trauma, anything we've been through. We can come out on the other side authentic, able to smile, able to enjoy life, and that there's room for everybody on this boat. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. You know, when the people aren't ready for it, they aren't ready for it. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, guys. As always, guys. Peace out. Love within. Catch you on the flip side.